Absolutely gorgeous. I'm usually never disappointed when it comes to Ashimary, and this is 250% density, so if you want thick like what I have, definitely go with that high density. And it also comes in 150% if you want less density. This is 26 inches of hair pulled up. Like, this looks so good. Hi everyone, welcome back. So today's video, I'm going to show you how to do an install with a double glue method that I feel like will be safe on the hairline. Before we get into that, I want to talk about this wig a bit, because this wig right here is from Ashimary Hair. This is their invisible strap wig, and as we all know, the invisible strap is very, very good for giving you that all over realistic look. So I will put the link for this wig below in the description box, so be sure to check below the video. Straight out the box, you can see putting this wig on, it looks absolutely gorgeous. I haven't done anything to it, haven't glued it down, nothing, so it's just sitting here. Now it does have the comb in the back, so you are able to adjust this in the back so it stays. They did add that comb there, which is always great with the invisible strap, because when you pull it up, you don't want it to lift, slide, or move all over the place. Anytime I have worn the invisible strap wig, depending on the cap, it always comes down over the ear a bit. There's really never like an area that goes around the ear with any of the invisible straps, so I always have to create it. That's what I'm gonna do, because today I definitely want to glue it down. So I have videos if you want to know how to wear invisible strap without any glue. Have that on my channel. You can definitely go check those links. The length on this is about 26 inches. It's super long, but they do have it in other lengths if you are interested, definitely. And the color is a beautiful brown color all over, no highlights, just straight brown. They also probably have this in black too. Now earlier this week I did do a tip video, and last week, the best tips for applying your lace wig if you want it to look amazing and look more realistic. So you can take those tips that I gave you in my previous videos and you can apply it to today's install if you plan on gluing your wig down with me. So what we're gonna do first, like I said, I always have to create that ear area. You want to cut the area here so that it falls the way it's supposed to around the ear. Otherwise, you risk the chance of it just keep lifting. Also want to make sure not to cut that invisible strap. So I'm gonna just slide that out the way. Fall like this over the ear. And I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. You don't have to take much off, just a little bit at a time. The lace is super thin on this wig. I love that it's going invisible already, and I have not applied any melting spray or anything to it. Now the purpose of today's install is doubling the tape with the glue. I am always very cautious of wig glue because it can be very bad for your hairline, especially if you use it often. So for the most part with me, I try to use glueless options anytime I'm installing my wig. So with this option, I definitely want to create something that I feel like can protect the hairline. With the tape, I do notice that when you apply it down, it easily removes with a little bit of oil if you apply it to the hairline. I'll probably show you this later in the video. I'm gonna use this as a base before I apply the glue. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take the tape and I'm gonna apply it around the hairline first. And of course, you always wanna start off with a clean forehead hairline. Wherever you're placing your lace, you want it to be clean, not oily, no dirt, nothing. Check out my video on tips on how to apply tape if you are still having. By the way, the tape that I'm using does come with this wig, so they do supply their own tape when you purchase the wig. Just in case you guys are wondering, I'm just gonna go ahead and just pull this paper. I'm going to be applying the My Sticky Little Secret glue over top of the tape only. I'm not going to put this on my hairline or on my skin. It's going to be only applied to the tape So this is what I'm using. I will also have this link below in the description box for you. Now I used about 5 pieces of tape around the hairline, so I'm only placing this glue on that tape. I am not going to put it on my skin, and the reason behind that is because I don't want to have a hard time getting it out of my hair or off my skin. So if I apply it straight to the tape will peel up easily along with the glue when I'm ready to remove. And place the lace down over top. You want to let that glue dry until it's almost clear. You don't want to see any white spots. So don't even be afraid of it drying too much. Just let it sit until it's dry. Don't use a dryer or anything, like so. This lace is blending beautifully, by the way. Now there is extra lace here because the hairline itself is super pre-plucked, so therefore I could remove the extra lace and take it back some, or I can just go back later and use the melting spray and just melt it down, just depending. But I'm just cut off just a little bit of it at the forehead area. Then we're going to let this sit. I'm going to take the edge band, and they put these cute little puffs on here to protect your ears. Sometimes people have sensitive ears and it hurts when you do this. So, and we're gonna let this sit for about 15 minutes or so. The water wave texture, that's what this is, not the loose wave, it's the water wave texture. It's so pretty. I did already wash the hair. The hair is performing really good. It has a lot of body to it. I'm gonna show it to you in a second. After I finish the install, I'm gonna stand up and let you guys see what it looked like. But it's so pretty, so soft. So this is what it looked like after you wash it. Alright, so this is what the hairline looks like without any melting spray. All I did was use the glue and the tape, and it is very sturdy. I am going to go back with a little bit of melting spray just to touch that edge of the lace that you can possibly see. Because with my application, I put the adhesive tape and the glue a little bit further back, because if it's on the hairline, it's going to show. If you're looking for tips on how to get rid of that shine, check out my previous video. I just shared so many tips. Alright, so I always go back with my edge band because I do feel like it just, I don't know, it's something about it that's just really good. So I'm going to let that stay tied down for a few more minutes. Right now I'm just going to go ahead and set my parting. You can part this wig very deeply. The one thing that I love that Ashimary does with their wigs, and this may be just me noticing something that may not be there, but there is not a whole lot of volume in the roots. So it gives the hair a lot of movement and versatility. I don't know what it is, but sometimes when I deal with wigs, I notice there's too much volume at the roots. Like it's too thick. The knots, not even just the knots, but it's just too much hair. And the way they apply their hair inside of this cap, I feel like I can really, if I wanted to, get a super flat look. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in between the hairs and just flatten it down even more. I'm gonna add a bit of hair mousse down here. I don't want to wet it. I kind of like how big it is, but I want to redefine the area that I fluffed out when I parted the hair. So this is how we are looking. It looks really good, really good. Also very secure. So you can also pull this up. Let me show you. So I'm gonna do like 2 buns right now. Just part it down the middle. Now with this wig being it does have wefting in the back. It's just a little bit of weft hair, but the parting can go about right here. So you can get a nice deep part, but you can also take this. And like I said, the hair is 26 inches, but it does not feel like 26 inches. The way they construct the hair into their wigs, well, this wig in particular is very good. It's so lightweight. Sometimes when it comes to wigs, the hair can be too, I don't know, too densely packed, so it makes it very hard. I think the key is just making sure when making wigs that the hair is easy to work with. That's just all to it. Like, it has to move the way normal hair would out the scalp, and it's hard for a lot of companies to kind of perfect that. This is what the back looked like, and of course this is not a full lace, so you're not going to get that true deep cut. So I hope this method was helpful to you all. This is what the end result looked like. I'll have this wig linked below in the description box for you. Be sure to check down there. Again, this is their chocolate brown 360, and this is 250% density. So if you want thick like what I have, definitely go with that high density. Thank you so much for joining me back for today's video, and I will see you back in my next video.